Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Carla Plasencia, and on behalf of the student world, I welcome you to this live session studying France Discover Opportunities with Burgundy School of Business. Thank you very much for participating with us and giving us a little bit of your afternoons to know all about this amazing institution and all the opportunities that they offer for international students. So, a little bit about BSB is that it's a top level international business school and it's located in Dijon. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. It's in France. And since 1899, they offer programs for undergraduate and postgraduate with highly innovative approach. And to talk a little bit more about this awesome institution, we have today Camille Camille Pelletier, and she will tell us all about this incredible institution and all the opportunities that they have for you. Thank you very much for joining us, Camille, and let's begin with the presentation.
Thank you very much for the introduction and for the organization of this event. Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here today, and I hope that you are all doing well, first of all. I think this is the first thing we have to wish each other in these days. Thank you very much for giving us some of your time. So this presentation will be in English, but feel free whenever for later on to talk to me in Spanish if it is needed. No problem for that. So what I would like first to tell you is welcome, and I will very quickly introduce myself. So my name is Camille, and I am in charge of helping international students enroll at Burgundy School of Business. We are a French business school, so you can learn business and management related programs in our school. And I have been doing this job for 4 years now. So I have been recruiting students from all over the world, and not only for my school, but for other schools too. So I think I am quite used to the students' queries, the students' questions, and the things that you wonder at some point for admissions, but also traveling and what to learn, also the employability, well, everything related to how to choose the perfect program for you. So feel free to ask me anything, really. I want this to be very interactive. Ask me questions, ask me anything, and I'll try to answer, basically. Okay. And also, I would like just to say that I am also a former student from BSB. I am an alumni. I did 5 years of studies myself at Burgundy School of Business. I did the bachelor's degree and the master's degree there. So I can also maybe answer some of your questions related to how is it like to be a student, even if obviously I'm not an international student, I can still help you with that. Oh, I see a lot of people introducing themselves. This is really nice. Tell me where you come from. I really appreciate. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. So what I would like to start with, because I think it's always hard to realize remotely what the school looks like, is to show you the campus tour. So we will launch a video to show you what the school looks like and what it does. So I will just try.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm in the first year of my master's degree at BSB. Why don't I show you around the campus? 2 minutes on the clock, let's go. It's been completely rethought and built around the student experience. Welcome to the lounge, our social hotspot that's always buzzing during breaks and for all our events.
This is the campus
like welcome
tour.
Parties and student campaigns.
You can see the campus
if you
from
need to focus,
BSB
the Learning
Dijon.
Centre is the place to be.
This is the Learning Centre. The Learning Centre is like
perfect for studying, learning languages in the Kaizen room, or
you
working
can
on
see
group
that it's
projects.
huge and
Here,
really
you will also
mixing
meet your personal
modernity
coach
and
to work on your
history
career
with the
project,
historical
your resume,
role of the
and your
school.
internship. If you feel the need to disconnect, Head to
what
the
I
Zen
can
room and
also
zone out for a while.
say about the school
Now come
is
on,
that
let's go up a level.
I will explain
Here
that
is the
in
House
the
of Finance,
presentation.
equipped with
It is
Bloomberg technology.
historical
And one of
school,
our classrooms.
but with very
we have
modern
classes in small
premises,
groups to allow more interaction with the teacher.
Nice to
Our
meet
lecture
you guys.
halls, well,
Thank you for
they're
your
reserved for
messages.
conferences with
This
some of the
is
very
nice.
best French and international speakers.
So these are classrooms that we do have. We
What
will
about
still
a
show
short
the
break in our
exterior.
green park? It's the perfect place to have lunch in the
can
sun,
see now.
relax with friends, and study
Of course, we
while
have
planning.
different
It's the good
buildings,
life in
different ways
Dijon.
of studying, so you can see that
Off
you
we go
have
again.
classrooms in
I'm
bigger
taking you to the
classrooms,
legendary
smaller
School of
classroom,
Wine and
also
Spirits
outside.
business, where Burgundy's vineyards
We
reveal
do
their
have a
secrets for
dedicated
success.
space for our wine and
And
spirits
this
expertise.
is the hub,
also.
a place to meet and talk with BSB
We
staff
do
who will
have
guide and
a
help you
whole
with all your
floor
administrative
dedicated
needs.
to student services.
Are
and
you a
this is
sports
what we're
fan? Do you need to
looking
let off steam between classes?
Basically.
Then you'll love our fully
We
equipped
are going
gym,
now to the
open
gym.
7 days a week. And for those of
So,
you with an artistic
we
spirit,
are trying
we
to
even have a dance room and
basically
music studio.
everything that the students
Welcome
might
to our
need
student
on
club
campus.
headquarters, where BSB's 25 student
Also,
clubs
this is
prepare
the
events
student club
throughout the year to
headquarters.
enrich your student
We are
life.
really pushing our
This
students
is our
to
kitchen.
do
Just like home,
activities
have
outside
lunch
of the
and chill out with
classroom.
friends. To end our
This is
tour,
where you
join
can
me in
have
the
your lunch.
entrepreneurial garden, where we plant genius
And
ideas
this
and
is
grow company
our
spirit.
space dedicated to
And voila,
entrepreneurship.
you've seen it all.
Which is a
So
real
if you're
garden,
looking
by
for a
the
great
way.
place
I
to
have
work in the
say,
heart
it's a
of a
really nice
vibrant and
place.
lively city, a welcoming campus where you can have a unique student experience, then Dijon, here in France, is the place to be. Come and join us soon. It's even better in real life.
And what? I think you just finished this presentation. Great. I hope that it gave you a good idea of what the campus looks like. Now I will explain you a little bit more about the school. So first of all, I am not really sure. Maybe all of you have different ideas about they want to study, about what they want to do as a career, which is totally fine. So I will try to explain maybe how you are supposed to do your research, and then how we can help you find something that will probably fit you. Of course, this is an information session, so don't hesitate to ping with your questions. So this is the campus. So first questions people usually ask is, where are you located? And of course, I think everyone knows France, but the French geography, maybe it's hard. So France is a small country. We are located in Dijon. Dijon is a medium-sized city. It's one of the best French cities to study in. It's always ranked as a great city to do the studies. Myself, when I was a student, I really loved being here. This is really close to Paris. So Paris, you can see, people can often locate Paris easily. We are 1 hour and 40 minutes away from Paris. So one good element about that is that the living expenses and the accommodation is much more affordable in a city like us. I put some pictures here for you to see what the city looks like. We have typical buildings, we have a great history, but also we have great green spaces and parks, which is something students really enjoy. And obviously we have, actually our gastronomy is ranked, protected by the UNESCO heritage. So it means that you can come here, have really good food in our region. Then, accreditations and rankings. I know this is a question everyone probably has. How do I choose a good school? How do I know that the program I will choose is the best for me? And this is a very big question because, first of all, I want to tell you that it's really important that you do your own research on your studies. Why? Because worldwide, there are a lot of schools. Even in France, there are, I put down 250 business schools, which is a very, very big number. But how do you know which one you should choose? So first of all, I would advise you to check the international accreditations. Regarding Burgundy School of Business, we have the 2 international accreditations, AACSB and EQUIS. So this pushes us to the top 1% business schools in the world. So we are quite proud of that, but it's an ongoing process and we are always trying to get better at what we are doing, of course. So in France, to be very precise, we are 15th best business school. What's interesting to see is that we have gained 5 places in 7 years in this ranking. So it shows you that we are a dynamic school and we are trying to improve ourselves on a daily basis. Of course, we are part of the Financial Times ranking, and we are partners with Campus Friends. So these are logos of our partners, but this is just to explain that we are members of the best groups and accreditation that you can find. Then, you must have seen the campus tour that we showed. So you saw that the campus is really nice. As I said, we have a historical presence in France because we were created in 1899. So it was a long time ago. We just celebrated our 120 years anniversary. But you can see that the campus is very modern. Also, we have the very nice different types of rooms. We have a great campus, and what's important about the campus is the location. You know, in most cities, campuses are outside of the city, like 10, 15, 20 minutes away from the city. But here in Dijon, we have a very unique feature, is that we are located inside the city center, really at the heart of the city, which is great for student experience because you get this really feeling of the city. You can do everything by walking distance. You can go to the restaurant, well, when they will reopen. So in France, everything will reopen in 2 weeks. So we are really crossing fingers that COVID is behind us, but that definitely is a good message for everyone. I really hope that everyone will be in that case very soon. So this is just to explain you that in 5 minutes walking distance, you can reach also anything. Also the public electric public transport system, which is very convenient. Another thing that you should look at when you choose your studies abroad, whatever your career goal is the international exposure of the school and the program you are choosing. Why? I think you are all very young people, probably. I guess younger than me anyways. So what you will have to work on is in a globalized world anyways. So you will probably either work in very small companies, maybe create your own company, or maybe work in a very, very big company. In either cases, you will probably have to work with people from all around the world, colleagues, providers, or clients. So that means that you actually have to know how to deal with different cultures, how to communicate, and also understand that we have different ways of thinking. I see that some people are from Brazil, Colombia, probably a French, a Brazilian, a Colombian, and a Chinese person. When they face the same problem, they will have different ways of solving it. It doesn't mean that we will have someone is wrong. It just means that we are different. And difference is what makes you rich in the end. And that's something that you have to learn, and it doesn't come like that. We do offer this exposure, of course, at BSB. We have 75 different nationalities on campus. So it's a lot. And these nationalities come from our students, of course, but also from our teachers. Again, I think having a subject being taught by a Chinese teacher or an American teacher or a French teacher, even if it's the same subject, it means one thing, is that what you will get from that course will be different. I see a lot of people are asking me, what is Bienvenue en France? So Bienvenue en France is the label. I will answer to all the questions at the end, don't worry. I saved a lot of time for Q&A just for you guys, so I will make sure to answer all your questions. Bienvenue en France, bienvenido a Francia, sí. Welcome to France in English, is a label that Campus France gave us to say that the quality of our international students welcoming is superior. So we make everything, we do everything we can to make sure international students are welcomed well in our school. They are well integrated to not only the school, but also to the French way of living, which it's a different culture anyway. So we do our best to make sure that our international students feel comfortable. Okay, So back to the international exposure, it also comes with the power of our network, and we have 180 partner universities all around the world for exchange program, but also for double degrees. And I have to say, double degree is something we are really good at Burgundy School of Business, and this is something that can really push you to the top and make you really different from your other classmates, because having 2 degrees for the same duration and for the same amount of time is really something that will change your career. Okay, I'll go quite fast on this. And then third element that I want to push is career, obviously, because I always say studies are only a way of reaching a goal, and the goal is your career, obviously. So how do we make sure that your career will go well? First of all, we have a dedicated team to make sure the students' employability is at 100% every year. So in average, in our school, the employability rate is 96% students are employed after graduation. So I think it's one of the highest in the world. To do that, what do? We make sure that the students have the best corporate exposure. We do corporate events every week. So it can be a conference, it can be a job dating, it can be anything. It can be a company who comes and wants to recruit our students, etc. Then, of course, we have, I can talk about it, the alumni network, which I am part of. Alumni network is something that is really necessary and really useful for you to use. There are 16,000 alumni of BSB all around the world that can help you to build your career. There can be your colleagues, they can be your clients, they can be your providers in the future. So having this network even before graduation is really important. In my case, it helped me to find internships, and it helped me to find my first job. So I would definitely recommend everyone to do that once they integrate the school. So as you saw in the presentation, we have a dedicated building in our school for wine and spirits business expertise. So we are very happy that we are ranked #1 in this particular field. This is very, honestly, this is our pride, but we did the front cover, as you could see, of the Financial Times. So we were very happy about that. So if anyone here is interested in a wine and spirits career, we have dedicated programs for that who are highly recognized. Then our programs, students often, maybe you do not know yet what you want to do after your studies. So this is just a recap of what you can learn in our school. You can learn about accounting and auditing. You can learn about finance, marketing and communication, luxury marketing, digital, data science, entrepreneurship, human resources, wine and spirits business, and arts and cultural management. These last two, specialization and expertise, we are ranked first in France for these two. So this is definitely something you should look at if you are interested in this. We have a very wide range of programs, so I will not be able to expose the 14 different programs that we have at BSB today in detail. What I can tell you, I gave here some examples of the programs that we offer. I am sending you now the link to our website in the chat so that you all feel free to check our website and navigate a little bit. And we also have a tool to explain you how you should choose different programs and so on. And this is also to show you that the duration can change. All our programs are available in English, so this is the good news. And of course, the tuition fees are different. And obviously, also admission is different. What I can say is that to apply to our school, you have only 2 things to do, which are really simple. It's an online application form. So we will ask you details like, what is your academic background? Have you had some work experience? That basic attachments like resume, cover letter, transcripts. And once this is done, we will ask you to do an online remote motivation interview. And that's all that we are requiring. So we do not require GMAT or GRE. Of course, we require just one language proficiency test that we can also help you with if you are unable to get it for some reason. And that's it. So that's what I could say. Application process, I will not go into too many details because it can slightly change from one program to another. But as I said, it's really simple. Application form, receiving the acceptance, then you have the campus rents and visa part, and step number 4, prepare your arrival in France. So yeah, I hope I didn't talk too much because I tend to do that a lot. So I will now try to answer to all the questions because I saw there were a lot, and I think this will take a lot of time for me to answer every question. I want to also show you my team. So I'm here, but we are a very international team. We are really trying to reach out to everyone. So feel free to contact us. Also, you can contact us from our website too. Yes, can you please go back? Yes, I can go back. But my biggest advice, honestly, would be to check the website to check all the programs, because I can answer some questions, obviously, but I won't be able to present all the programs. I see some questions about what type of programs. So we have undergraduate programs that you can do after high school, okay? And you have graduate or postgraduate programs, depends on how you call that, after licenciatura, for example, or bachelor's degree. There we go. So thank you for your attention. And now I think I'll answer questions because there are a lot, which is very good.
Excellent, Camille. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, please type them on your second window of your chat tab, the one that says questions. And just so you know, we just launched some polls that if you could go to the third window of your chat tab and help us answering them, we will be super happy about that. Okay, so moving on to the questions.
So
yeah.
What order I'm supposed to pick them? I guess by the chronological order, right?
Yes, I have something here that it's many people voted for that one. So Carolina is asking, do you have any scholarships? How are the scholarships managed?
Very good question. Thank you for asking it. We do have quite a wide range of scholarships. All scholarships are merit-based. So it means that we give it to the most outstanding students. I will send you the link on our website to go and check about it in details. Let me just grab that link and send it to you so that you can take your time to check it. I'm sending it in the chat so that everyone has access to it. So scholarships are only for international students, so everyone here can have it. What we try to make it very simple. So how does it work exactly? Once you do your application for us, you automatically enroll for scholarships. You do not have anything else to do. The more you wait, the less scholarships are available because we have a lot of applications. So we have still some scholarships available left. Scholarships are between 25% and 50% of the tuition fees. It depends on the program. And yes, it's really up to you, I would say, to get one. So feel free to try and we will make sure. So scholarships are partial. Beca completa, no. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I have another question here from Tiago. He's asking if it's possible to work while studying.
Okay, so when you will have your visa to study in France, you will have a student type visa. I don't know the exact translation, but that's what it is. So having this visa allows you to work in France. less than 20 hours a week. That's the maximum you can do. I did it myself for 5 years, so having a student job. I would not advise people to rely on on that for financial reasons, because this will not cover the tuition fees. That's something I just want to be frank about. But obviously, everyone is free to find a job. Also, you will be in France, so to find a job, you will need to speak French, at least a little. For this reason, we offer to everyone who doesn't speak French, free French classes. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced level, so that everyone can at least feel comfortable in their daily life also.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Now I have here another question from Alonso. He's asked if the IB diploma helps in some way in the admission.
If the IB, yes. So of course, we'll consider every type of diploma that exists. We also are very aware that it really depends on not only the country, but also sometimes even the school, each school that delivers IB. So we carefully manage it. Obviously, it will help if you have good grades. I will not say otherwise. So of course, it will help. And that's why we ask to all the students who apply the 3 last years of transcripts, so that we check what's happening, which school you come from. Obviously, IB, we are very used to have students with IB. But yeah, I would definitely say that would help. It doesn't mean that we do not consider students who do not have IB. Huh? It's just
Perfect. Thank you, Camille. Here's a question from Thais. I don't know if I pronounce it right. If not, I apologize. Is there any accommodation on campus?
So we are, as I said, we are located in the city center of Dijon. For this reason, we do not, but it's really rare in France to have built-in accommodation inside the campuses. So we have actually partners for the accommodation all around the city. And the fact that we are in the city center is a big advantage, because we can find accommodation with different type of criteria. The price can be a criteria, the rent. The location can be a criteria. Some students will want to be 5 minutes away from the campus, and this is what I did for a long time, and this is what most students go for. So there is a wide range of choice. We have a dedicated online platform for booking the accommodations.
Okay. Perfect. Here, Sergio is asking, is COVID vaccine required to go to France and join the school in that city?
COVID vaccine, sorry, I didn't hear properly. So for now, no. COVID vaccine is not necessary. I do not know what the authorities will decide after this summer. So this, unfortunately, I'm not aware of what will be decided. For now, what is required is to have a negative PCR test of less than 72 hours. But honestly, I want to be very frank and say I do not know what it will be for September. So in any case, we will make sure to have a very precise communication, not only on our website, but also towards our enrolled students, obviously.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Now, Isabella here is asking, do we need to talk French?
So no, it's okay if you do not speak French. As I said, we will offer you free French classes in any case. Even so, if you don't speak any French, we will offer you beginner classes to start to learn and feel comfortable, even, you know, for going to the groceries, talking to people in the street, and having at least survival language So yes, we will definitely help you with that. And no worries, it's okay if you do not speak French. You need to speak either French or English to enroll. Both is not necessary, but if you have, it's good.
Perfect. Now, Sergio is asking here, is there any language test required?
So yes, if you want to apply in English, which I think will be the majority cases anyways, I can expect some people speaking French, but I know it's a hard language and English is more common. So if you are applying in English, we will need to have a test from you. What do I mean by test? IELTS, TOEIC, TOEFL are the most known and common tests. But you can, if you are not able to take one of these, we offer you the possibility to pass an online English test that we recognize. It's called Duolingo. And if you need any details about that, you can ping me, but it's during the application process that we usually give all the details.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Let me look for more questions here. I don't know what first to, but maybe you do. So I'm going to read this. Do we need to have DELF certificate?
DELF. So DELF is equivalent to the IELTS in English, but for French. So if you have that, it means you should have it if you want to apply for French taught programs. If not, you don't need at all.
Perfect.
So it's for bilingual people, I would say, in French.
Excellent. Now, here Diego is asking, is there any age limit for the bachelor degrees?
So this question is often asked a lot, and it's a good question. We do not have age limit at BSB, okay, at the school. But to be frank, I think there is an age limit when it comes to the visa, because we have seen in the past that people over, I think it's 27, have a higher chance of being rejected. By the way, I didn't speak about it because we are a world recognized school. Our visa acceptance rate is 99%. So by applying to BSB, you have very high chances, if not all your chances of getting your visa. So age limit we don't have. Also consider, I don't know how old is Diego, but consider that people in bachelor's classroom are 18. So it's also something to take into consideration, if that's okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Now, I know you already talked about it, but just to clarify for some students that may have joined a little bit later, Alejandra here is asking, where do we apply for the programs?
Okay, so I will send you maybe the link to the online application form, but you can find it on our website, well, pretty much everywhere, to be honest. So if you go to our website, I will give again maybe the link to the website in the chat, in the chat, I think it's better. So that you can all go and check there. You just click on apply and you will land on the application form. It's the same link for all the programs.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Now here, this has a few votes. So Isabella is asking if you could please explain a little bit about the marketing program.
So we have marketing programs for pretty much all levels. So I am not sure if we are talking about bachelor's degree or master's degree, because this is really different. So maybe I can recap how we are supposed to know this, okay? So if you are currently finishing your high school, the program you have to aim at is a bachelor's degree, okay? So at Burgundy School of Business, it is called Bachelor in Management. It is the 3 years program. I know in most Latin America countries, licenciatura is in 4 years. Here in France, it's a big advantage is that it's in 3 years. So for the same recognition. So this is a big advantage, I know. So this is what you should look at if you are in high school. If you have finished or about to finish your bachelor's degree or your licenciatura, you have to look at master's program. Master's program can be 2 years if you want a very advanced program in management and business, or it can be a specialized master in 1 year. In such case, I advise you to go to the website. Sorry for that, but that would be hard to explain in details. Or reach out to me after this presentation for individual queries. Don't hesitate. And check what program would fit your profile the best.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Here, Franco is asking, if I get a scholarship from you, so BSB, can I also get another scholarship for another organization like Campus France?
So I am not sure how that would work. I think it would be a scholarship from not Campus France probably, but maybe embassy or government-based scholarship, because I don't think Campus France has its own scholarships, if I'm correct. Even if they host it, I mean, they're not managing it. So no problem for that. On my side, that is to say, on our side, the scholarships are merit-based. So if you have additional scholarships, I mean, good for you, and no problem for us.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Lorena is also asking that if the scholarships are also available for master degrees.
Yes, scholarships are available for all programs, basically.
Perfect. Okay, I think a lot of students have it's like a myth, so maybe you can clarify it for them. So welcoming is a French people to the students who don't speak French.
Sorry, I just couldn't hear the beginning of your sentence. Can you repeat?
Don't worry. Is how welcoming is a French people to the students who don't speak French.
Okay, so on our campus, students are really used to be mixed with people from all around the world. As I said, we have 75 different nationalities. We are very proud of this diversity and we try to improve it every year. So students are used to be mixed with other international students and speak English. Of course, I think integration is also a matter of effort, not only, but from both sides, because that's always, it can be frightening for some people, but it's such a great experience to work with different profiles that I think it's a unique experience. And to me, it's really, well, even as a very French person studying in France, I was really happy to work with people from all around the world. And, I don't think we ever had any issue, if that's the question. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Ariana here is asking, she's currently working in an internship. Would this work as experience for the MBA? Well, master degree?
So usually for the MBA, we do not count internships as professional experience. We don't, of course, it counts as professional experience, but to be very frank about the MBA, we require at least minimum of 3 years work experience after the studies. That's how we count. And in average, the people we recruit for MBA have 10 years of professional experience. So they are more experienced people. So if you are interested in studying wine and spirits management, but do not have a lot of work experience, we have another program that's there and that would be a perfect fit. It's the MSc Wine Management. I'll definitely send the link in the description in the chat box now.
Thank you, Camille. Here Isabella is asking, if I am under 18, can I apply to the programs?
So yeah, so I'm guessing we are talking about people, someone who is in high school. So for the bachelor in management, yes, it happens every year. There are just additional details, but it's more related to administrative details. For the visa, you need an authorization from your parents, for example. Also for opening a bank account in France, you need a special thing to be done. It's just a matter of paperwork, but no problem for that. It happens every year. And we try to be extra careful with minor people, by the way.
Perfect, yes. Okay, here Salvador is asking, after I graduate, could I stay in France? Could I get a work permit?
So the rule in France, first of all, is that if you find a job, you will get a work permit. That's the first thing. Usually the question is more, do I have additional time to find a job? That's different. So it depends on the program. Some programs allow a stay back visa of, we offer at least 6 months additional time. That's for every program, first of all. But for some programs, we do offer an additional 1 year to the students. So it would be 1 year and a half. It really depends on the program. It's a matter of, it's quite complicated, but we offer at least these 6 months up to 1 year and a half.
Great, thank you very much. Here Jimena is asking, and he has quite a few goals. Does it help with admission if I come from a university that has a partnership with BSB, like, for example, Universidad de Piura in Peru, considering that students can do a semester in BSB?
Oh, so it's a question about exchange. I'm guessing it's exchange semesters. So I am not, I will be totally frank, I am not sure at all how this is going. For one simple reason is that I am not familiar with all the partners we have. We have over 200 partner universities around the world. So if you know that your university has an agreement with us, of course, the exchange programs are there for you, and you can definitely pick it. But I would need more details about the exact name so that I can do some research and let you know. But I'll have to double check that. So, yeah.
Thank you, Camille. Here Sergio is asking, do I need to have the undergraduate diploma done at the moment of application for graduate programs? For example, if I am one semester away from getting my certificate, am I able to apply?
So, for example, now we are the 5th of May. Obviously, if you are in the last year of your bachelor's degree, your bachelor's degree will probably end in July. So you are in the middle of your last, well, you are towards the end of your last semester, but you do not have your degree yet. This is not a problem. What we will ask you is your last transcript. So probably it will be your transcript from the semester from September to December. And a note saying that you are from your university, that you are actually enrolled and you are currently finishing your studies. What we will need from you is for you to give us your diploma by the end of November of the current life, so November 2021, because we know these things can take time, so that's okay. We just need to have it, and of course we need you to be there for the intake in September.
Perfect, thank you very much. Gabriel is asking here, what is the criteria to have a scholarship? Age, country, GPA, etc.
So good question. So scholarships are merit-based. So what we will take into consideration is the content of the application itself that you will do online. So we will look at your resume, your cover letter, and your transcripts. It will be the three most important attachments for us. Also, obviously, not only the grades, but what school you come from and how it went there. So that's one thing. Second part will be the results of the oral motivation interview. Because we, as I said, we do not have GMAT or GRE, we do not require, but we are quite, we are really, it's really important for us to see also the student's personality and motivation. So that's why this oral motivation interview is important. If you are planning to apply, I can definitely help you prepare that and give you some tips. But this is something you will be able to train for.
Perfect. Here's another question that says, do you know the average living cost per month in Dijon?
Mm-hmm. In our city?
Yes.
Yes, in our city. Okay, of course. So accommodation is the cheapest we have is 200 euros per month, to be precise. And in average, in the past 3 years, what our students spend per month for accommodation is 425 euros per month. Overall, what we ask our students to plan for 1 month is 750 euros, all included: accommodation, food, transportation, leisure, and so on. So this is why we said it's an affordable city compared to Paris.
Oh my God, yes.
You know that. But in Paris, you cannot even find a proper accommodation below 1,000 euros per month, and that's just the accommodation. I'm not talking about transportation, which is probably five times more expensive. So, of course, it's still a lot of money, and that needs to be planned. I paid for my studies myself, so I know how the finances can be a problem and have to be handled beforehand, have to be anticipated. At the same time, compared to other cities, I think we get this very good balance of costs and asset.
Thank you very much. Here, Alonso is asking, do you offer any kind of short courses?
Not at the very moment. Unfortunately, we are creating some additional short-term programs like summer school, for example, for the future. For now, unfortunately, I do not have anything like that. Sorry.
No problem. Perfect. Okay, so a lot of people is asking, how can they keep in touch with you and with the university?
So I put the link there. I don't know how I can send it to everyone. I put in the chat the link to our website and the contact form. So if you want to ping me, I receive it myself. If not me, it's one member of my team. So you type what questions you have, and we will definitely come back to you by email or by a call, because we ask you to leave your contact there. So let me put that again. So this is the contact form, and I'm receiving it. So we will ask you first name, last name, email, and tell us what you want to know. And if you already know about the program, if you do not know, it's okay. You just have to pick I don't know. And then you just tell us how we can help you, and we will do with pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Camille. Okay, guys,
Sure.
you just have to click on the link that Camille just sent us on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You will have to click on that and it will pop up in another window. So you can get the link there and contact her.
Of course, and I will also make sure to send all of you here today who joined an email with that, so that you have my direct contact. But if you want to do that even before I send you the email, you can feel free to go there, of course, no problem.
Perfect. Okay, here someone is asking if you can run through the programs that DSB offers once more.
Sure. What I will do, if possible, is that I will share my screen. Okay, so you are supposed to, see it now, I hope. So this is the website. I think it's easier to show because I think the program hub that we have is really useful. So there are several types of programs, as I explained. The 3-year undergraduate program. So this is the bachelor in management that you have here. Then there is the 2-year master in management. 1-year masters of science. So masters of science are specialized masters in 1 year. And we have the School of Wine and Spirits Business programs. So wine-related programs, let's call them that way. So these are the 4 categories you can go and check. We remind you about the deadlines. So I want to say it again because I had a lot of questions about scholarships. The earlier you apply, the higher your chances of getting scholarships. We had 60 scholarships and we already gave 45. So we have, we have actually 17 scholarships remaining. So if you want to be one of the students who get those scholarships, please, I would definitely advise you to do the earliest you can. Final deadline in any case will be July 1st. Then there is an explanation of what are the difference between 1 year and 2 years program. Each has assets, and I mean, there are pros and cons in both ways. It really depends if you really know what you want to do, or if you are still a little bit not sure about your professional goals. If you are not sure, I would definitely advise you to take the 2 years program because it will give you time, it will give you exposure also to make sure that you know all these things and choose the right specialization in second year. Then there, as I said, we had for postgraduate programs a very, very big range of double degrees. And this is something I recommend that you really check because that could change your career, honestly. For example, we have partners in USA for MBAs that would cost you maybe $100,000 and you don't pay for it and you get the diploma for the same fees. So it can be a really huge advantage that you have. And there, of course, we remind you that it's all about employability in the end. This is examples of the 1 year Masters of Science that we have. So MSc Luxury Management and Innovation, MSc Artificial Intelligence and Digital Technology Management, MSc Arts and Cultural Management, for which we're in first, MSc Corporate Finance and Investment Banking, MSc Data Science and Organizational Behavior, MSc Wine Management, I mentioned it earlier, and MSc Green Tech and Sustainable Societies. So I think these are French taught programs, so I don't go into details, but these are taught in French, okay? So on this page, you really have, that's me, by the way. You will have a nice video of me talking there. So on this page, you have all the type of programs, how to choose them depending on your profile. And of course, you still can contact me if you're still not sure. Obviously, I'm here to help, so don't hesitate.
Awesome. Yeah, that was super good because, as you said, it's always better just to see it.
Yes.
So thank you very much for that, Camille.
Of course.
Another question that actually explained like lots of the questions here.
Sure.
Another question that we have is that if you're currently having in-person classes or are you doing it online?
So at the moment it's COVID, so it's really special. So obviously we take all the safety measures to make sure our students are comfortable, but students are coming back to campus now. So by small groups with all the measures, so mask is mandatory, social distancing is mandatory. It's only with half classes and 1 or 2 days a week maximum so far. So we are really careful. We follow the government measures. But in regular times, without any pandemic or COVID, we only do face-to-face classes because we believe in close pedagogy. We believe that students are better in classrooms face-to-face with the teacher and in small classrooms. Our classrooms are maximum 40 students. So because in most schools and universities, you study in a big amphitheater of 300, 400 students, whether you are here or not, the teacher doesn't even know your name. So we are trying to be the counter proposal of that. So that's normal times, I would say.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Here, Julia is asking if about the deadlines for application.
Oh, for application, yes. So let me show that again, no problem. So application overall, it says here, it's really, it's July 1st for all programs. So July 1st, I say final deadline, it means that your application is done and sent. So it doesn't mean that you start thinking about it on July 1st. In any case, whatever your study choice is, even if you want to study medicine or law, which is not in our school, I always advise students to anticipate as much as they can. Also, we are in a difficult time worldwide. Embassies maybe this summer will be flooded with requests of visas. So anticipate as much as you can your study project, your career objectives. And that's how you will go. Each year, I'm telling you, we have students who do not anticipate enough and who are not able to join for this reason. It's too bad because they are good students and they get caught in other types of problems, like they cannot find a flight. So it's too bad.
Yes. Yeah, I remember, guys, that studying abroad takes time and you have to start planning like several months in advance because you have to get the visas, you have to book the flights and everything. So don't leave it to the very last moment because it won't happen.
Yeah, and it's a money saver for you. For example, if you book a flight last minute, it will cost you maybe sometimes 6 times more than it should cost, and that's not okay. So for your own good, plan ahead.
Yes. Here, Julie is also asking that, well, I will change a little bit her question to be like more general for everyone. How many months in advance do you recommend to start the application?
So we are already in May. So I would recommend that you take 2 weeks to do your research. Make sure you choose the right school. Make sure, you choose the right program. But starting from mid-May, you have to rush a little bit more. I'm telling. At BSB, we give you your results, your admission results very quickly, in 2 weeks max. So the time that you do application, interview, and so on, and results of scholarships, we give quite quickly. Most schools are way slower than that. So that's why I'm telling you, it's not because you apply that you'll get the response the day after. So take that also into consideration. So again, we are trying to be very quick. Sometimes we are, but maximum 2 weeks on our side. It's a rolling admission process, so that's why. But yeah, I would recommend that beginning of June, you already know where you are admitted and you make your choice. So you have 3 weeks left. Go and go now and check it, and ask also to sometimes your high school counselors. They can be very helpful. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Camille. I think we have reached the end of this live session. I want to thank you all, the students, for all your questions. It was super fun and great for us to see how engaged you were with the presentation. Thank you very, very much. And I will also like to thank Camille for being here with us today and sharing all this valuable information about the BSB. So, Camille, I don't know if you want to say something to the students to wrap it up.
So yeah, thank you very much. I really like having a lot of questions. Most people don't like, but I really like because it shows that you are here and you are interested, and I really enjoy. I really ask you if you are interested. We have to be in contact. We have to keep to be in touch. So ping me with anything, and I'll be happy to help.
Perfect. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.